1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Oh my goodness. Hi there, this is Luisa Heinzel. It's day 25 of Dephemerember, your daily ephemera inspiration in December. If you want to know why I'm counting rice today, then please watch this video. I will tell you about this later. This will be part of my project for today. But first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates it. It's just so crazy. We are sitting here. It's Christmas. We are celebrating Christmas perhaps. And we also are celebrating the last day of Dephemerember. And I'm sure that with day 25, Dephemerember is not finished, because you all are so thrilled about this December daily series that I'm sure that you will still post your stuff in the next days and also perhaps in January and February and so on. As I said in my last videos, it's like some kind of a season, and that is so great that you are celebrating this with us, and it's like an ephemera making party, and that's so cool. So today we have this special paper bag here. Perhaps you have seen the video where I have created this. I wanted to have something really special for the last day of Dephemerember. There's a process video how I made this paper bag on my channel. If you want to watch that, please check out the link down below this video. There you can find some details about how I made this. And I have to say, when I made it, I was like, oh my goodness, this day when I will open it, it's so far away. And I was excited about Dephemerember, of course, but now I'm sitting here and I have to open this last paper bag, and that feels so crazy, so crazy. So let's see. In this paper bag, we are going to find the animal that we can use today, and of course one of our international snacks, and that's actually the last snack that we can enjoy together. Ooh, really big, obviously. So the animal for today is the bird. I love this picture. This is so cute. Ooh, a minion. And we have these little guys here. And this comes from Austria, like Barbara has written here. So he's looking a little bit sad. I mean, perhaps he's sad that it's the last day of Dephemerember, I guess. So we will save this for later. I'm sure we will have some drying time where we can check how this works and how it tastes. And yeah, the prompt list says we shall create some ATC today, and we shall use leather. So that is the prompt for today, leather and ATC. And yeah, what can I say? We also have a little giveaway today, so make sure that you watch this video till the end, because in the end I will give you the information how you can join the giveaway, or how you can enter the giveaway. I think that's the right English word. But first of all, to be able to give you something, I have to create it. And that's what I want to do now. And why am I putting the prompt list so far away? Because I will need it now. Because I want to create my ATC cards out of the prompt list. I thought it could be a great idea to have all of the prompts somewhere on those ATC cards, and this is a great material. This actually is some heavier copy paper where I've printed the prompt list in English, and on the backside it's in German, as you can see. And I want to use this material as my base. But you have seen me cutting out this thing here yesterday, and when I cut that out, I realized that I have not glued that together, so we have a big pocket here. That means I have to attach these both of these layers first, because otherwise when I later on cut the cards, everything will fall apart. That means I will go to my sewing machine now and I will sew over this a little bit, you know, like crazy. So here we go. Looks a little bit funny now, but it did what I wanted. So now I'm taking some white gesso and I'm covering this up a little bit. I don't want to cover it up completely, but I don't want to have this so much contrast. So I'm using some relatively cheap white gesso that covers not so good. So that means we will see some of the writing through later. And I will do that on both sides of this prompt list. So when this is dry, it looks like this. And this is the back side. And then I have here some vintage photo oxide spray. I have some coffee powder. So this is just this, I think it's called instant coffee. This stuff that you can mix with hot water and then you have something that smells and tastes similar to coffee. And I also have some water here because now I want to bring some color here to the background by spritzing this spray. I'm adding some water so that I can bring this around a little bit. Perhaps I should have used the normal spray and not the oxide spray. Louise? Yeah, now it's on there. Let's see. So now I'm adding some coffee here and there. And I will now let this air dry. So when this is completely dry, it looks like this. The coffee has left a really interesting texture here and it looks really nice, but I want to mute that down a little bit because this is only my background for my ATC cards, and I also have to make some leather or use some leather, as you can read here on the prompt list. So I don't want to use real leather. I want to make a faux leather effect to the background. And for that, I'm first taking some gel medium, just putting this here. The coffee will smear a little bit, but I don't care about that. It's only my background, but I'm trying, of course, to not smear it completely. And then I'm going to take this napkin layer. So this is just one layer of a napkin, and I want to crumble this here to let it look like some kind of a leathery texture, just like this. And then I will put a layer of my gel medium on top so that we get a really nice surface to work on for the next steps. When this is completely dry, it looks like this. And now I would like to put some rice here to my project, and I would like to reach a special effect, but it's also some kind of an emotional thing, a symbol for my emotions behind Dephemerember. So let me tell you something. When I go to the comment section below my Dephemerember videos, then it feels like there are new people who are joining Dephemerember every day. There are posts on Instagram every day. There are comments below our videos every day. And please imagine each of these rice thingies here is one person, one comment. There are tons of emails every day. And there's so much love that you spread around during this Dephemerember series. That is just incredible. And this is just a try to show you what Barbara and myself are feeling during Dephemerember. When we see your posts and read your comments, we see all of your YouTube videos that you publish on your own channels. That's just crazy. It's like all of this is falling down to us like a really kind of warm rain on a summer day. This is it's just amazing. And I would like to thank each and everyone out there who has joined Dephemerember, who is still joining. And I know that there will be many people who are watching the Dephemerember videos after December. Last year, it was like through the whole year, there were new posts and new videos. And as I said in one of my last videos, it's like a season. It's like a whole year ephemera making party. And that's just so crazy. And this is what it feels. But of course, I don't only want to throw rice onto my project, and for that, I have to move some of you out of the way because this is a little bit too much. I would like to bring all of these people here together. I'm so sorry. Please imagine that all of these are here on this paper as well. I want to bring them together into a Dephemerember continent, because you are watching from all over the world. It's so incredible in how many languages we read the comments. Sometimes I have to use a translator to understand what you write, and that makes such a crazy picture in front of my eye, because you are coming from all over the world and you are enjoying Dephemerember, and that's just so crazy. And all of this is possible with YouTube. I mean, what the heck? I'm sitting here in my caravan and I'm crafting, and I know so many people from all over the world will watch those videos, and that feels just crazy. Just crazy. And Dephemerember is something very different to the normal videos. I mean, this prompt list is it was so challenging, and we came to the two ideas that we probably would not have had without the prompt list. That's crazy. So here we have some water on our continent, and yeah, that's it. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. Now I'm taking a waterproof pen, in this case a Posca pen, and now I will trace the outline of my continent here directly to my base, and I'm trying to get really close to, excuse me, to the rice pieces here, so that I get the imagination of a fantasy continent. That's the Dephemerember continent. And we all live there because we are all joining Dephemerember and doing these crazy prompts. And then I, of course, want to have some islands here. So I will just go around these little guys here. They will move. It's not so easy to leave them there where they are, because when you touch them with the pen, then they will move a little bit, but I don't care about that. I just want to have some of these shapes here. So then we can take this off. And such a map, of course, needs some water. I think. And the water here in this case is also not only around the continent, like you know that from a normal map, but it's also here and there, you know. Ah. Come out. And there are also growing some trees on this continent, but that are not normal trees, but that are trees of ideas. And those trees have really, really gorgeous green leaves, and they look like this. Forest moss, of course. What else could it be? Like this. And the people who are living on this continent are the greatest people in this whole world, because they have such big hearts. They are so wonderful. They have this special glowing, because their souls are just so cute and so wonderful that they are glowing like a mica stain spray glows. It has this shine, do you know? So sometimes there's something like a whirlwind going around over this continent that makes it really hot sometimes, and dry, of course, as well. My goodness, I will try that. Sometimes it's also raining to the continent, the Dephemerember continent, but the people who are living there don't care about that. They just go outside and they use those days where it rains to make a little dance. They are meeting in the rain, and they are dancing in the rain. And I would say that's a good idea, because then it's not a rainy day. I mean, it's still a rainy day, but it's not so hard. Dephemerember drives my brain crazy. Okay, so I think this looks very good. I really like how the coffee comes through here from the layer below, and it has this really cool mica effect. Don't know if my camera can catch that. So we have to let that dry, or dry it with the heat gun now. But since we have our snack here, I think we can just taste this. And I'm just wondering why he still looks so sad and so a little bit angry as well. So this is obviously from Austria, and it says that it tastes like fruit, and it has this little guy here inside, because you can put these little thingies in here, and then they come out here later. So this is lemon. This is, I guess, cherry. Yes. And this is orange. So let's try the cherry one. And I'm always wondering how to put these little guys here inside there. When I had these as a child, I mean, they are available in Germany, where I was born as well. I was always wondering how to get those in here, but I think you can just take them. I mean, when I was a child, we just have taken the single pieces and put them in there. That took actually longer than to eat them. And then you can close that. And then it's supposed to do it like this. And then you can take one of these out. Really good. They are as good as they were when I was a child. The cherry ones are relatively sweet, but they have a little bit of sour stuff inside as well. It's a little bit weird that it comes out here. I mean, it's good that it doesn't come out on his back. I'm a little bit confused about that. And I really don't know if I can put this here to my candy journal in some way. I mean, this would just be crazy. I mean, I first have to finish them, and then I could perhaps attach that with a closure or so. But of course, I can put these little packages in here, and also this thing that was behind this acetate. I would say I have to compare that, of course, also to the other snacks. And I would say it's 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. That's, I think, fair. And then I will quickly cut off these overlapping pieces here. And the people who are living on this Dephemerember continent are really the kindest people in the whole universe. And there are no other people who are willing to share so much like the people on this continent. And because of that, I want to cut my continent now. And an ATC card has 2.5 by 3.5 inches. That's 6.4 by 8.9 centimeters. And sometimes there's also some snow that falls to the Dephemerember continent, and that covers some of the area a little bit white, but because it's special snow, it stays not white. It's Dephemerember snow, and that is not white. So this is dry now, and now I want to stamp a little bit here to the background, and I'm using a stamp that comes from this, I'm so sorry, this really old set by Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous, and that's called Calendar 2. The number is CMS 035, a really old set, and in there there's this December calendar stamp. You know, yeah. No explanation needed, I guess. and I want to stamp that mainly to those more brighter areas where the white gesso is. Just like this. And then I want to take out my little scrap stash here. It's not so much anymore because I've used so much during Dephemerember, but I would like to put some of the scraps that Barbara has sent to me to those cards and make a little focal point background to be able to put my bird on top later. So I will just choose some of these scraps to build only a tiny little collage there in the middle. And I think the bird looks a little bit lost here. It needs something where he can stand on, and I'm just thinking of, ooh, that has a really good width actually. I'm thinking of cutting this Tim Holtz fabric that also comes from Barbara into, always the same problem, I can't tear it. I'm thinking of tearing that into several pieces. It's not possible. And put that to each card here. I really like that, but I think I will sew with a zigzag stitching over here to make it a little bit more interesting. Next, I'm going to distress the edges with some vintage photo. And then I'm going to add some white splatters, as you can guess. And now it looks like those birds are hanging in the air a little bit. So I want to give them something where they can stand on. And for that I want to use these tiny safety pins. And I'm a little bit afraid now because I want to make some holes into the card to be able to put this through. Normally ATC cards, I would say, have something like a number, because this set of 4 ATC cards is of course, yeah, a set. And I want to number them, but in a little bit different way. I don't want to just write the number to the back side, but I want to have this safety pin here. Oh my goodness. And then it's here like this. And then I want to take these golden beads and to the first card there goes one of these little beads, just like this. So this is card number 1 because there's one bead. On the second one we need 2 beads, of course. So this is card number 2. Number 3. Ooh, I'm happy that we have only 4 cards and not 5 because here is, yeah, this is the maximum that could be held by such a tiny safety pin. And now I think this is really cute. We have it like this. And then I want to add some quotes. So this one says, follow your heart. The next one says, love is everything. Whoa, oh my goodness. Don't throw it. This one says, it started with love. And the last one says, thinking of you. I just went to my sewing machine and I've sewn around here. I think that gives those cards a really cute frame. I really love this contrast with the green, and we also have the black from the quotes here in the frame again. I think that looks really cute. And I've also written something to the back. So every card has this Dephemerember 22. Sorry. And then it says which card it is. This is ATC number 1 of 4. Then of course we have 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4. And I've also written at Louise Heinzel so that you can see who has made this card, the date, and here's my signature on each of those cards. So from the back they now look like this. And I would like to put one of the cards into my Dephemerember journal, and that's this one here. I have chosen card number 2 for several different reasons. So the first reason is here in the back on this little collage, there's one of my absolutely favorite scraps that Barbara has sent to me. And I would like to keep that for myself. That's a little bit egoistic. I'm so sorry. And it has another reason, because these 2 beads are some kind of a symbol for me. So 2 beads meaning Louise and Barbara, we are 2. Do you know what I mean? And this whole Dephemerember series started with love. When we first talked about Dephemerember, and I actually came up with the name Dephemerember last year, and I told that Barbara, and she was like, what, Dephemerember? What is that? She was like struggling with this word. She was like, oh my goodness, that is so much work. A prompt list is always challenging. And she was a little bit afraid. Barbara, I'm sorry, but I think that is the truth. And then she thought about that a little bit longer, and then she was like, oh my goodness, that is such a great idea, and I want to do that with you together. And when she said yes to Dephemerember, I was like in heaven. It was for me just a crazy day when she said yes, because working with Barbara is always so special, and I guess through Dephemerember our friendship has grown really, really much. We had so many hours of video calls, and of course we've not only talked about Dephemerember, yeah, so we've also talked about some private things, and our connection turned into a really strong thing. So that's the reason why I want to keep this card for myself, and I want to put that into my journal. But these 3 cards will go somewhere else, because these 3 cards you can win. So let's talk about the giveaway now. Barbara and myself, we've talked about what can we give to you as a prize for our giveaway. And then we came to the idea that we can send some of our original artworks out to you. So we will have 3 winners in this giveaway. 1, 2, 3. And all you have to do is leave a comment below this video. And I'm saying this word "this" so aggressively because you have to put the comment below this video, not below one of the other Dephemerember videos. Please, not on Instagram, not on Facebook, not via email or something, but please below this video. And you can enter this giveaway just by leaving a comment. You can write what you want, but of course we would love to know what you think about Dephemerember. Perhaps you have some suggestions for next year. Barbara, I don't know if we will do that again, but I guess we will talk about that very soon if there's Dephemerember 2023. And of course, we would love to know what you would suggest for a new round of Dephemerember. So please feel free to say everything that is in your head and that you think could be helpful for making this December Daily series even better for you. And of course, you can also say something that you didn't like. Yeah, that's also helpful for us, of course. And that's really, really good when you say, "Ooh, I didn't like that," or "that was too much," or "not enough," or whatever. Please feel free to write everything that's in your mind. And yeah, when you have left the comment, you have done everything that you can do to win one of these 3 cards. And this giveaway will be opened internationally. So no matter where you come from, I mean, we all live on the Dephemerember continent, yeah? But no matter where you come from in this world, you can enter this giveaway. And this giveaway will be opened until January 15th. And there will be another video, so an extra video for the winner announcement on January the 17th. So please make sure that you have subscribed to our channels so that you don't miss that video. Click this little notification bell so that you get a little pop-up notification on your phone or wherever you watch YouTube so that you don't miss that video. And then we've also thought about, yeah, something else. When we talked about the giveaway and what you can win, I've said to Barbara, it feels a little bit unfair that only 3 people can win something. So what can we do that everyone has something? Do you know what I mean? So we came up with the idea to give you another freebie. And on that freebie, you will find also cards. And I'm not saying ATC cards because I will explain that in a second. On that freebie, you can find cards that are similar to the cards that we've created in this video. But they are only similar because we've used here some things that have copyright. Yeah, so I can't scan this and give this to you as a freebie. This stamp is not copyright free, the Tim Holtz fabric also not. So we have manipulated our digital cards a little bit so that we don't get into copyright trouble. So that's the reason why they are looking similar but not the same. And we also wanted to have something that is not exactly the same like this, because this, yeah, you know, an ATC is existing only one time. So this card is an artwork by itself. The same for this and for this and for this. And we didn't want to make copies of that and give them to you, because that feels like if you have won this card, then it feels like someone else has it as well. And we didn't want that. We didn't want that. Because this shall be something special, something unique that is only existing one time in this world. Do you know what I mean? And that is not reproducible by printing it out. So the cards on the freebie would match into this set, but they look a little bit different. And now I want to say something about the size on the freebie, because an ATC card has special measurements, as I told you. But it's really hard or nearly impossible to bring that to a freebie, because every one of you has different printer settings. And if you print that out, that will never be the same size like an ATC. Yeah, so we have changed the size a little bit so that you have cards that would match into this set, but they are not the ATC measurements. Perhaps you can manage it to print them out like that, but I think it's also not so important. Yeah, we wanted to give you something so that everyone has won something, who has joined Dephemerember and has taken the time to watch our videos. Okay, so that's it. And by the way, on December 30, there will be a flip through of our Dephemerember journals. So we will give you a final flip through, of course, in another video. And of course, I think I have missed something. I wish you very much luck for winning one of the 3 cards, of course. So please leave a comment and enter the giveaway by doing that. And last but not least, look at that. I want to put this card into my journal, of course. And I think I would like to choose a pocket where I can put it in here, perhaps. Ooh, that is very crazy on this page. Or perhaps here in this little index card booklet that we've created, I think there we also have some empty space. Ooh, what about this? Here we also have the same mica spray that I've used for the cards. Perhaps. Ooh. Now when I see it, I don't like it. This is really, it's a little bit too green for my taste. What about here? Ah, that's better. Okay, so now I like it. That is better. And now we can also, ooh, you can't see anything. I'm so sorry. This journal is so bulky. I think this looks way better. Also with these cards around here, these little index cards that we've made in the other video. I really like that. Okay, so I think I have to think about a closure for my journal because, yeah, it's like this at the moment, and it looks really strange when it's laying on my desk because it's doing, you know, what it wants. It's really, really crazy. So I will think about that, and I will show you my solution in the final flip through video. I have thought about taking the rest of the fabric scraps that I have from Barbara to make a closure that matches the colors of the journal. And I also have to think about how to include this little guy to my candy journal. And I guess the solution is to also make a closure for this journal. It's also relatively bulky, as you can see. And to include this thing somehow to the cover. I will show you that also in the flip through video of the Dephemerember journal. So that's it. I'm a little bit sad. Oh my goodness. So hopefully we will see the next time. I wish you very much fun with creating more ephemera for your Dephemerember journal and of course for your other junk journals as well. Have a very creative time and see you the next time. Bye bye.